Everybody, and welcome back to my craft corner. I hope you're all doing well. It's about 1 o'clock. I'm doing this recording. I decided not to do a live and just do a recording, and that I think it's a lot easier for me. Anyway, so I'm just getting situated here. I'm going to be working on um, a Halloween wreath. But before I do that, I wanted to show you how my breast cancer awareness wreath turned out. And I am just so in love with it. I'm very proud of it. Um, Here you go. I mean, it's just beautiful. See that? It's beautiful. It's got everything. I really like the ribbons here with the angel wings and the breast cancer sign. So it really, really came out beautiful. And that's done. It is available in my Etsy shop, so visit me there. Um, it is also on my Facebook page for Yoli's Wreaths and Creations. You can look at it there if you want to message me regarding it. That'd be fine as well. If you live local and I know you and you're interested in buying it, um, messenger me and we'll work something out, and you could save $20 in shipping fees. That's if you're close within the vicinity. Okay, so that's that. Not number one. Uh, mm, the second thing, I had a question from Lisa, and she wanted to know where I got the ribbon with the angel wings, and I got this from Michelle's Adorable Creations. And I'll go ahead and put it on my link. She also has an Etsy shop, and I believe that's where I got it, is from her Etsy shop. And it's Madorable Creations, all one word, MANDOORABLE, and then the word creations with an S, .sd.com. And you'll be able to see the ribbon. You can also Google this ribbon. Let me give you the part number for the ribbon. It's RG RG0158210. That's RG0158210. It's a 2.5 inch and 10 yards long. And I paid about $6.95 for 10 yards. I bought 2 of them. The one that I used on there is the pink, and I was looking to see if the pink, and I tried to look up on Google to see if I could find it. I might have gotten it from her as well, so you might want to look her up and see if it's on there. None of the stores have it. I bought this, I'm going to say 2 years ago, and I had planned to make a wreath, and the time had just passed, and I didn't. And so I just saved it, and now that I have all this time, I thought, well, this is a good time to make it. The pink one, let's see if I can get it out of from my bin here. Like I said, I did try to see, if I can find it, and I wasn't able to. Stand this up here. Put it back here. My bin full of ribbons right here. Oh, here it is, right on the top. Now it's from the same maker, which is Expressions. You can look it up that way as well. And this one has a part item number CL2510. That's C like in cat, Al, Larry, 2510. And see if you could find, and that's the pink one. It says hope, courage. What else does it have? Hope, courage, and strength. I like that's really nice. That's beautiful. The gray one doesn't have anything written on it. It's just the gray burlap with the white angel wings. So if you need any more help with this, let me know. I don't have any of this ribbon other than what I used in that set. Okay. You know, some of my wreath making, I sometimes have to glue the add-ons depending on what it is. Sometimes like the flowers, you want to add them on. And I've burned my fingers a lot. And I'm laughing now, but when you burn them, it's not funny. It really hurts. And I saw these at I think it was a 99-cent store, and they are finger protectors. They resemble, if you know, probably older than some of you, but if you work in the office, they have those. I used to call them the little rubber fingers, and you put in your fingers, and you're able to file paper. If you work with a lot of paper, you're able to, deal with the paperwork, and helps you from getting paper cups. Well, when I saw this, I thought, oh, well, that's pretty good, and I've seen some crafters use it, especially when you have to pat down the item that you're adding onto your wreath, and that's when you really burn yourself, and you're having to, use these kind of little gadgets and help prevent yourself from getting burned. But I purchased these, and I thought, okay, well, the next time I do um, need to use the glue gun, I'll use this. Okay, and that's that, and these are at the dollar, no, 99-cent store. Sometimes I don't know the difference between the dollar store and the 99-cent store. I get really mixed up. I walk in thinking I'm at the 99-cent store, and it's called the dollar store. The Dollar Tree. That's what it is, the Dollar Tree. Hmm. This morning I was at the 99-cent store. I think that's what it was. I don't know. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and start. This is the one that I had told you a couple of videos back that it was that I was going to do a different type of method on putting the mesh onto here. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to add on pipe cleaners, and I'm going to use black because the mesh is orange and black. Now I'm going to do this one a little bit different. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add the pipe cleaners and the mesh, and I'm going to leave it that way, and I'm going to sell it that way. So if any of you are interested and you're a crafter and you want to decorate it yourself, you're able to. I'm going to sell it for $20, and you would have to pay for the shipping. I don't charge shipping, that's out of my control, but then you would have to, pay for the shipping if you're interested. Again, if you're local, makes it a lot easier, but that's 10, 15 miles from where I'm at. But I was thinking about it, and I thought, well, maybe some people, just don't know how to do these mechanics, but want to add and be crafty. And you could do that, if you're a beginner. So you can do that as well. So this is going to be my first one that I'm going to do that way. So let me add on my pipe cleaners. And again, I'm going to add 10 on the outside. And then I'm going to add 8 on the inside, okay? And all I do is just fold it over and put it, twist it twice, nice and tight. Okay. I noticed that the other day when I did this, it turned out it was I only had 9, so I had to kind of move them around, but that's okay. Oh, actually, I don't need to do this. I forgot. I am doing the bubble wrap. That's what I was going to do. Okay, let me put all this away. This is all my shipping information. Okay. This one is going to be a little different. I don't add the pipe cleaners first. Here is my mesh. This is a poly mesh, 21-inch, 10 yards. This one, again, you can Google it. I believe this is from Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure, but the item number is RE1016E8. Okay, RE1016E8. And if you want to try making your own, by all means. Okay. All right, so I'm going to remove these. I'm going to bring you down just a little bit so you could see what I'm doing. There we go, perfect. Okay, you don't need to see me. Okay, so, and I'll use these pipe cleaners. Now, when I tie this down, and I'll show you what I mean by that, you can use the pipe cleaners or you can use the zip ties. The first time that I made this, I used the pipe cleaners. So that's what I'm going to do. Now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to drop this down and let me make this even here. It's a good idea to always even out your mesh. Start off with a clean slate. Put this down for right now. There we go. So it makes it easier. Oh, wrong one. I want the cutter. I'm just gonna, I think that's even. That's better than what it was. Okay. I love this weather. It's really been cool. So manageable. And heat just bothers me a lot. So I'm going to fold this in a little bit. Actually, I'm not. I'm just going to gather this up this way. Okay. This one I will put a zip tie because I want to lock it in there and make sure that it stays on sturdy. And I'm going to put it here at the edge. Let me put this in first, right here. And I'm going to just bring it in. Okay. This is easy. This is not hard. It's time consuming, but it's really easy. And to tell you the truth, this one is probably, it doesn't need a lot of embellishments because the mesh and the style of the of the method that we're going to put the mesh on. It's going to just be really, really nice. Now I'm going to do this, and I think I'm going to do it at 10 inches. Remember, always put in your, now this one is a little stiff, and you know, it is good to have a little stiff because it gives it sturdiness. Your reef at the end will have some sturdiness. There are some mesh that is very flimsy and very soft, and that makes it really hard when you want to add an embellishment to it. So I'm going to do this, I think about 10. All you do is you gather it up, bring it in. Now I'm going to do it in the first two, the outer two, this one and this one, and I'm going to tie it there. So I'm going to bring it up all the way to the top, all the way to the beginning over here. I'm going to get my pipe cleaner, and I'm going to put it in there. Wrap it around. Oh, no, I'm going to do it once. That's right. I'm going to do it in the, I take that back. I'm going to do it in the two center. I'm going to put the pipe cleaner in the two centers and tie it here. Like this. Let me show you. I'm going to tie it. See how it's in the center ring? That's how I'm going to do. I hadn't done this one. I think I did this one 2 years ago. And I completely forgot. Okay, so I'm going to do them at 10 inches. Let me see how this is going to look. I think it's going to be okay. I don't know. Did I put it in the last one? I think I did. It just wants to keep slipping. There we go. Okay. This is 10 inches. Let me see how that's going to look. That's going to be pretty. I don't want it 12. I think 12 is going to be too big. Not everybody likes a big reef. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie it tight and twist. Twist a couple of times. Okay, there. And now this is what, see what I mean by not needing a lot of embellishments once you finish it? Because look how the first one looks already. Can you see the stripes and the different colors? I mean, it's going to be beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do this all the way around. Okay. Bring it up all the way to the front. What I'm going to do is I am going to add 5 of these loops. You want to call them loops. I think they're loops. I think I'm going to call them loops. I'm going to add 5 in here. Okay, here we go. And then just bring it all the way to the front. Push it all the way up here and tie it nice and tight. Now, if you have arthritis, this is not going to be good. Have any kind of finger problems, not good. So 5 in each one. And the reason that you want to make sure that the edges are going to be, that they're tucked in when you're measuring your 10 inches is because you don't want them to pop open or pop out. Everything is going to look like, you know, uniform, centered. What I'm going to do is tie this one tight first and bring it in and tie it again. Now, it's okay if it moves around because you're going to see how this is going to look. I mean, this is just so pretty. Look at that. Because we're going to put, see, I've got 1, 2, 3 in these first bars here. So I got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put 2 more. So it's going to hold. Then I'm going to go to the next one and put 5 in here. 5, 5, 5, 5, all the way around, and it's going to be so full. Okay, so this is one. This is what I was talking about when you're working on this. This looks like it's going to be running here. Yep. Hope it stays. I don't want to. Let me see if I put a little glue. Turn the glue gun on. Okay. Because it's kind of running there. If I put a little glue, maybe it'll stop it. The edges, turn them in so you have a soft edge on both sides. Gather it up and then measure it. 1, 2, 3. Some of them that just count, and I can't do that yet. I'm not that good. When you do this, make sure that everything is even. Like right now, I had some that was actually sticking out. There we go. Push it all the way in. Push it in there. Okay. So, bring it up. And tie it again. Can you see where I'm at? Tie it up. There we go. That's fine. This is very stiff, so it's not going to move. I like leaving the pipe cleaners just in case you do want to add something. And I'm going to leave the pipe cleaners there. And you could add whatever you want. I'll give you some ideas. Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. The first one that I did was actually was a shiny. It was red because it was for Christmas, and it was shiny and it was so pretty, and I really liked it. I did put. I added. I think a Santa Claus face or something, but set just right on the top, just on the top. And you could do a sign with this too. You know, whatever you want. Here we go. This one I think cost $10. Yeah, this mesh was $10. Sometimes you can get it on sale. Hobby Lobby. This is Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna start. I have bought some mesh online, and I like it. It's a lot easier. Okay, so here is the first. See that? That's the first group, the first bar from the next one. There you go. That's going to be pretty. And because I measured them at 10, it's all the same size. I'm thinking that you might need, I lost train of thought. Oh, well. I did a 4th of July for one of my customers. It was patriotic. I got it for her for 4th of July. She's very patriotic like me. And she had called me and told me, oh, I just love my wreath. And I know her personally. And okay, we're starting on the new bars. And I says, oh, I'm so happy. And she told me that she added those little small sparkling lights. I thought that is so perfect for for 4th of July or for even any patriotic Veterans Day or whatever. And I thought, oh my God, that is fantastic. I don't add lights because, you know, I did add a light to a beautiful wreath that I made 2 years ago for Christmas. I might make another one. It was a smaller wreath, but it was a lot of work because it did have lights. When you're adding the lights, it depends which ones. I think she bought the ones that from 99-cent store, and I forgot what kind they were. I mean, what it was, the make of it. But they have so many lights now, and you could just put them. She put them. Of course, it wasn't this method. It was a ruffle, and she put it, inside, and it just came out so pretty. And I can imagine. I know what it looks like because I've seen them like that. I've made them like that before. You add a light to anything. You could embellish it however you want. Change it up. Um, Once you get your wreath, you use it and do whatever you want with it. And no, I guess I could have put the pipe cleaners first. I don't know if that would have worked. Like I said, you could use the zip ties, but then, you know, I don't know. Isn't that starting to look really nice? I really like it. I might move you over here to my side and you can actually see me work. That would be good. So here we go. 10 again. There we go, right here. Hold it nice and tight. I have to just bend this a little bit. Bring it from the bottom. Now, one of the things I like to do also is I like to curl um, the pipe cleaner when I finish. And I'll show you that. And the reason is because if you decide later to put something, add something, you got that pipe cleaner there that's available for you. Okay. And just do it all the way around. Okay, so I'm going to be right back, and I will show you. I'll come right back when I'm done with all of this. Okay, so I'm back, and I've got 2 more of these bars to do. I don't know what you call them, grids. 2 more. One thing I will tell you is you really need to be careful because um, I miscounted on some of these, and I had on one of the grids, I had only put 3, and then I put 2, and then I started another one. And while I was looking at it, I thought, geez, I'm almost done, but these look so loose. So I turned it around, and sure enough, that's when I found out, well, there were only three bubbles here, 2 bubbles here, and then I had started another one. So I had to redo the whole thing. And so you really have to, and I do remember doing that the last time, is that you really have to keep count. So what I'm doing is, as I'm working on this grid, I put 5 pipe cleaners here because that's what it takes is 5 pipe cleaners because we're putting 5 bubbles in each grid. So I thought, well, okay, so I don't lose count because it's easy to lose count because you're looking at it and it looks so nice. You're thinking, oh, God, I'm almost done. I'm almost done. Well, no, you're almost done because you haven't done it right. So I decided to put the 5 here, and then once I finish those, I need more pipe cleaners. I know I'm going to be on the next one. So you learn and you find these little tricks, and when you make your mistakes, you figure out, okay, what's the easiest way to do this? It's like, don't do this again. But you know, it does look easy, but it can be complicated. If you do it enough times, then after a while, you're going to be okay. But I this is my second time doing this one. I really like it, and I kind of forgot about it. And I thought, well, let me try this again. And since I had this mesh with this design, I thought it would look nice. Now, the one that I did Christmas 2 years ago was all red. So there was no real design, but it still looked beautiful because it was bubble after bubble after. I mean, it was really pretty. But this one I like because it's got different a different look. Let's see, 2 more on this one. And then I still have 1 more. Now, when you get to the last grid, it does get a little hard. But let's see, I hope I tied that in the right. I didn't pass the bar. No, good. I don't want to have to do it over. Oh, I got 2 more. I'm going to check those. Because it starts to get tight. And when I noticed I was done too quick and it was loose, I looked up and said, doesn't look as tight as on this side. Or was it? Because I did it wrong. But you get the hang of it. And also, like I said, this one is a little, this mesh is a little, it's very stiff. I mean, look, you can't do anything to this, you know. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I typed this one wrong. That was another thing that I did, and I did it again, is I didn't use the 2 middle bars. I only used 1 bar. So I'm going to pull that one out of there. Can you imagine doing this with a black mesh? Oh, black mesh with black pipe cleaners? I think you'd have to use a white just to see. Okay, there we go. And I do have 1 more to do, so I'm going to push this one over a little. I'm still working on the same roll, 21 inch. And I'm not sure if I'll be able to do another one with this. Probably a tiny one, a little one. I have a really small wreaths. That would look pretty, but I'll see. I don't think I'll be able. I'm not sure how much of this I used, but you know, it is a job. It is work to do this. A lot of people will see it and they don't think of that, but it is work. Oh, okay, now I'm going to be on my last one, and I'm happy. My feet are getting stiff. I've not moved. Go. Do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. And I'm done with that. I'll be done with that. Okay. All these little things you see popping out are the pipe cleaners. What I did last year, because I did have a lot of craft shows with, you know, different events and stuff. Oh, down here. So, and so what I did was, I did when it was the ruffle, the bubble. I did a bunch of them with the main color, and then I worked on them like a, almost like in a factory. Just did that assembly line. There we go. I didn't finish one completely. I put a bunch of them, so I had this whole wall full of wreaths. It was very colorful, very pretty. That's one thing, it is colorful and pretty. Okay, so now we're at the last one, and I'm going to do 5 in here. And you'll see, let me show you. See that? This is how much I have to work in here, putting these bubbles in here. It's not a lot of room. That's where it gets tough at the end. I was going to put the camera over this way so you can see me, but I completely forgot that I was going to do that because it would be good for you to see what I'm doing. So that if you want to try this, I'll move to the side. I don't know if I have. Let me try to see if I can move you over. Let me see if I can move the camera. Okay, well, I moved the camera, and now you're over on the side, and you could actually see me work here. Okay, and I'm going to bring the camera down. There, perfect. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. You could really see what I'm doing. So I already have. I have one, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 pipe cleaners. So that's all I need to finish. So I'm going to gather it again and move you down a little bit more. Oops, sorry. There we go. Okay. And 10 inches. Do the 20. I'm used to you being in the front, so I'll have to get used to seeing you on the side. So you see how much room? I have nothing. But you just work it in there. I'm just scratching my hands a little bit because this is rough. See, I'm going to put it through here. There we go. And tie this up as tight as I can. Move it down a little. There we go. I do a couple of ties because this is so thick. Okay, another one. Got 3 left. Almost done. Down here. Get the end in. The 2 bars. Bring it up. So think about it if you're going to do something like that, think about the mesh, think about the quality of the mesh. I think if it's softer, a softer mesh, it'll be easier to handle. Almost done. The pipe cleaner and put it through the back again. Now I could go this way and then I have a bunch of knots in the back and I don't want that. I like the mechanics of the wreath to look nice. There we go. This part is kind of like, because I could just barely see in there. So this is kind of like touch and go. You're feeling it what's in there, where it should go, where the pipe cleaner should go. At the same time, you're hanging on to this mesh so it doesn't unravel. Okay, here we go. One more. Ooh, I think I got muscles now. Same time, keep pulling it out. That's what makes it. One more. Wow. This was a challenge. There we go. 10 inches. Make sure that everything's right. Stick it in there again. And now, you remember, I started by tying this mesh with a zip tie. And that's exactly where I'm at right now. I can feel the zip tie. So let's see if I can bring this pipe cleaner up first. Pipe cleaners are pointy. They've got that wire inside, so you can stab yourself. Okay, here we go. I got the two. And I'm going to tie it tightly. God, you can't see my face because I know I'm making the weirdest faces right now. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness. Yay! This came out upwards, but I'm going to bend it around to the other side. Oh. I can also just open it up. See? Open it up. And I'm going to retie it and redo it because the mesh folded instead of downwards underneath, it actually folded. See? It folded upward. It'll do that. Mesh has a mind of its own. I didn't grab it right here. See, this is what I want you to do, is fold it under. And the reason that you want to do that is because mesh does fray, and you don't want that to happen. So the more you have it tucked under, and of course I have it underneath me here, so it wants to just pop up. And just make sure that it's underneath, and it's weird because it's the end, and that's the one that's giving me the hardest time. Here we go. But just do it over. Take your time. What did I do with the culture there? Let's see. There it is. Oh, it's almost dinner time. I have no idea what we're going to have. Okay. Make sure I have it on the two inner wires. There we go. Whew. Tie that sucker tight. There we go. Now it stays to the inside. So now what we're going to do is use our scissors, and we're going to cut this extra mesh here. Cut it right here. And that is where when you cut it, how it gets all even. Let's see what I have left. No, I won't be able to do another one with this. See, I don't have much left. I'll save it. I can make a bow. I'll save it. I'll do something with it. You see where I cut it? It's all uneven. Next time I use it, I'll have to cut it again and make it even. Okay, so this part that I cut, I'm going to tuck it under somewhere. And if you see, let me put it this way. I have the very first zip tie right there where I cut it. And now I have this one that I cut. And I'm going to tuck this under as well, as much as I can. Let me see, let me put it through here. Because once I do the zip tie, I will cut it again. And I think I'm going to cover this extra up here. Yeah. tight because we're going to tie it with a zip tie. Oops, and I think I have it open. Hold on just a second. Let me get a zip tie. Moved everything so that I can give you a better view. All right. So now there's a crossbar right here, and that's where I'm gonna tie the zip tie. So stick that under there and bring it over to the top. Excellent. Perfect. Good. I gotta get my wire. Let me see if I can cut this with this. Otherwise, I have to get my. Oh, good. I have to get my wire cutters. And then all this extra, I am just gonna cut it off. Making sure I don't cut anything else. Let me stand up for this. Oh, there we go. It's kind of thick, so there we go. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do with this zip tie, I'm going to try to see if I can twist it. There we go. Twist it to the back because you don't want that sticking up because then that's when you put that on your door, it's going to scratch your door. You don't want that. So try to put the zip tie facing down. Now it's nice and smooth. Let me trim this off here. See how it starts to fray? Okay. And that's it. This is what it looks like, nice and neat from the inside, from the bottom. This is the bottom of the wreath. This is the top. That's pretty good. I like it. See that? Like a big donut. So this was a 10-inch. Look at this. It's very sturdy. This will last you. It's sturdy. This is, let's see the size. Oh, 21 inches. And it's probably about, I'm going to say 7 inches in diameter. Let me see. Oh no, 5 inches. Now, if you do it, if you make the bubbles 12 inches, then you're going to get it bigger. I didn't want it that big. I wanted a small one. I wanted to see what it would look like. Okay, that's it. Isn't that pretty? Now, what you could now you could decorate it. And what you can do is you can get those little pumpkins. You can get them at the 99-cent store. And what I do, and I don't have one right now, but what I normally will do is I get one of my little tools. It's like a pick, and I'll put a hole because it's styrofoam. It's real easy to do it. Put a hole through the bottom, and then I'll get my pipe cleaner and I'll put glue in there and inside the hole that I made, and then I'll just add it and put it in there in the end of the, oh, let me see, can you see it now? And I'll just add it to the end of the pipe cleaner, and you've got a little pumpkin sticking out this way. Another thing you could do is you could make a ribbon. The only thing is the ribbon's going to be probably of this high, depending how big you make the ribbon. It depends what type. There's all kinds of different types of ribbon. Another thing, I have a couple of signs here that I had last year, and I didn't use them. I think it looks like I was going to use this one, and I could show you this one here. This one says welcome, and this one, oh, they both say welcome. Okay, just in different colors. So you can add a simple sign to it, just like that. You put it on the side in that color, or you can do it in an orange. And then you could put the ribbon on the other side. You can decorate it with, well, you could put little skeletons, whatever you want for Halloween. Little spiders. But I really like the way this looks. Oh, let me put it up here on the wall so you can see it. And I I'm going to leave it up here for a while. See that? Oh, look at this side here. Isn't that cute? It is so sturdy and durable, and that's what I like. I really liked how this turned out. Those were 10 inches. You can do 12 inches. I have a smaller work form. I think it's about, it's 10. So I think it's, no, this is 14. I think that one is 10 inches. You could do 10 inches. Of course, if you do a 10 inch, you're going to want a smaller, a more, not smaller, but, well, you could probably do the 10 inch mesh. But you just have to experiment with it, and that's what I do. Now, here's another mesh that I use and would be a lot softer. You could see the softness on this one. This one you could use as well, and I just have a little bit. I'm going to try another one. I got another one that I'm going to try. And you could try it with this one, and this one will be so soft, and you'll get that shiny effect, and it'll really look nice. Anyone that you use, I prefer to use something with a pattern. I really like it with a pattern. It just gives it so much. Here's some of the black. Now this black is, no, it's not as sturdy as that one. This one's even a little softer. That one was very stiff, very stubborn. I mean, you could put flowers on it. You could do just about anything with it. So, like I said, I'm going to leave that up there. If you're interested, let me know. Um, I'm going to leave it here for, I think, for 2 weeks. I'll leave it there for 2 weeks. And if I don't hear from anybody, then I'm going to go ahead and decorate it. I just might even put it on my Etsy shop um, for $20, and then shipping will be another $20. Um, but we'll see. So with that said, I am done for the day. I will be back. What is today? Friday? Oh wow. I don't know. Maybe Sunday. Um, I've got another project that I want to work on, and we'll see what what I figure out doing because always got something to do. All right. Well, with that said and done, I hope that you all have a good evening and take care of yourselves. Be safe, and most of all, be kind to one another. Okay. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.